And everybody's trying to hand me these other things. I just want coffee.
You're not into espresso.
That's in a can. And it's got a bunch of nonsense in there. I don't want that.
Okay.
Nobody cares. We got a football team that just won 52-6. And I got an update guy effing with me with these little Tommy DeVito games he's playing. And I got you messing with me. And I got David messing with me. There's going to be no more.
What did I do?
Lions just won 52-6. I'm not going to be your emotional pinata today.
Oh, somebody's projecting.
No, I don't have anything good in my life related to football, and it's disgusting. All I have is to live vicariously through the Lions.
Okay, Mike, why? What about me? I don't have anything either.
What about you? Your team's still going to make the playoffs. I can't help that you were dumb like me and went to state. You should have gone to Harvard.
Are they, though?
You're going to be fine.
Yeah, here's Nick Bosa. And now he's gone.
So listen, outside of this ridiculous behavior by the people around me, Rico said he was going to add a layer to the onion that is the Lions, their latest juggernaut performance.
Here's what impressed me in the game. You talked about the defense, Mike. It was the offense. Looking at this offense and how it's almost too big to fail. Like, no matter what, you're missing pieces. It doesn't matter. So, got me to thinking, and I know you like playing this game, Team A versus Team B. Okay?
Okay.
Team A, at this point in their season, scored 300 points, and their opponent scored 128 points. So basically averaging 30 to about 13 every game that they played within a 10-game sample. Team A had 3,436 total yards of offense.
Oh, Jesus, I need a pen. Okay.
Team B in 10 games scored 336 points. Their opponent scored 177 points. And in 10 games, 3,947 total yards.
Well, clearly one of these is the Lions.
Here's how I'm going to help you out.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Team A, 10 games into the season, 8-2. Team B, 10 games into the season, is 9-1.
All right, Lions or Team B? Who's Team A?
Team A is the greatest show on turf.
I was just
99 Rams.
I was gonna guess.
99 Rams.
Okay.
Marshall Faulk, Isaac Keem, Torrey Holt, Isaac Bruce, Ricky Prohl, Kurt Warner. Yes, that
Mike
team.
Jones, the linebacker. All right, so here's my one. First of all, we brought this up, that if you were going to go back as far as 25 years, the 99 Rams were on the same list as the 07 Patriots for margin of victory per game. Lions are trending in that direction. Yeah, here's my one thing. It's fun, and I like it. Does the fact that it was 25 years ago and they took the league by storm, it was almost like Joe Tiller's basketball on grass at Purdue, how much value can we put in those numbers versus the Lions are operating within a structure where it has been an offensive renaissance? Passing yards in the NFL have been up each of the last 7 seasons. So what I'm saying is, in many ways, what the Lions are doing is actually more impressive than the 99 Rams.
See, I think they're the same because the Rams kind of came from nowhere. The Lions are all of a sudden, their offense it cannot be stopped, and that was the Rams. It's like, where do you stop them?
And you're right, they had a guy bagging groceries as their quarterback because Trent Green died in the preseason.
Right, and you even had injury for injury because Trent Green got injured, Aiden Hutchinson got injured for the year. So you can't say, oh, well, they didn't go through the same things. Actually, they did. Passing-wise, Mike, the Lions have thrown for about 70 yards more through a 10-game sample than that 99 Rams team. To land the plane, watching this team, I'm realizing more and more and more, you're watching greatness. You are watching the 24 Lions will be something that people will talk about. That 25 years from now, David's kid will be on the radio breaking down 24 Lions versus this team and saying, let's compare the stats of what the Lions did. This team's offense can't be stopped. I don't know what you take away. It was like that Rams team. Marshall Faulk is basically the two-headed monster that you have at running back. The wide receivers, they had it all. They had the quarterback who was the game manager, but ended up being, two-time MVP because he just got the job done. Jared Goff, kind of like Kurt Warner, didn't have high expectations for him, and then he said, no, wait a minute, I really am him. I really am that good. So what I took away from that beating, yeah, it was the Jags, but I'm looking the whole season. This offense is beyond special. This offense is historical.
I'll go there if at the end of this month. You got Thanksgiving. You've got the showdown with the Bills. You've got a couple of big-time games. Now, if they get into December and they're still doing it, I'm with you. I mean, it's a hell of a lot of fun right now, but the historical thing, show me in a few more big games. Show me, and again, a couple of these games, they're all going to be indoors and at home. I believe you've got 3 of your next 4 at home. So I want to wait a little more, but I love where your head is at with it because I do believe this is more than just a really good team. I think it is a moment in time here, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not laughing at it. I'm just a little...
Well, because looking at the offense, it's like, okay, they're better than everybody. They're scoring more points than everybody. So I'm not going to... Let's look at the legendary, and this is a team that won the Super Bowl. That's why I didn't go up against the Patriots team, because this is what you hope that the Lions do. They won a Super Bowl. Ironically enough, they didn't score a ton of points in that Super Bowl. It took a defensive stop to win the game. But you look at ironically enough, too, you know who one of the 2 losses, the Rams, in that first 10-game stretch was the Lions. Huh. Here in Detroit, they lost 31-27 to the Lions.
People, what do you make of it? Do you believe what you're watching is his history? I mean, yes, the Lions making and winning a Super Bowl, clearly, but stylistically. And I started the show, I said the biggest takeaway was twofold. A, Doug Peterson is being fitted for a coffin, and B, your defense, specifically your secondary, your defensive backfield, it's the most physical secondary I can remember. And we had a caller early in the show, I think it was a guy named Nicholas, say, maybe since the Legion of Boom. You might be right. Cam Chancellor, Earl Thomas. Yeah. Kirby Joseph, Brian Branch. Your corners are more physical to me. But Richard Sherman had a mean side. He had a nasty side to him. And unlike that team, you don't play exclusive zone. You don't just sit in the cover 3. You'll man up. You'll get after it. The run support is there. So, maybe the comp is it's the most physical, aggressive, violent, take your head off secondary since the Legion of Boom 10 years ago. That's the stuff I take out of it. When the team you're playing quits, guys, I have no problem. Have fun. Hey, emulate J-Mo. Do what you got to do, right? All right? You're going to grab your dinky, whatever you like. The point I'm making is when the other team quits, I kind of stop caring. You just don't stop. It's like you're a team of serial killers, and I mean that as a compliment. Like, the focus is just nuts. Starters are still in at the end of the 3rd, early 4th, up 40. We're challenging plays. We're going forward on 4th down.
See, that's what. Dan, can't you just give him that one?
No, I mean, in a lot of ways, Dan Campbell reminds me of like what Tom Osborne was in college football. Like, everyone's like, oh, Tom Osborne, what a nice man. Tom Osborne would murder your children. He would beat your team 77-3. You'd be like, throw the damn towel. It's Pacific. Touchdown, Cornhusker. Like, I don't have a problem with it. I'm just telling you, I take away different things. I mean, you could have, if you wanted, you could have scored 80.
Right.
The Jags did not want to be there.
I just figured, you know what, on the challenge, Aaron Glenn just picked. No, we're not challenging that. Nope, just keep playing. Forget about it.
Dan, I got a dinner reservation. I got to get out of here.
Let it go. Let them have it. They need this one. They need a win.
But are you willing to say you're watching history? And if you're not, fine. But you got to stop being scared, and you just got to enjoy it. Don't waste any energy being scared. About what? Being disappointed? Please, you're a Lions fan. You're probably a Wings fan. You know all about disappointment. You're a Pistons fan. You're a Tiger fan. Like, don't put their failures on this team. And don't put this team's past on them. That has nothing to do with this. Those people aren't here. The coaches aren't here. The structure's not here. The owner's not here. The Lions are charting a different path. So live in the now. But yeah, I get it. And I'm fine saying you're watching history. I just think from your point specific to the offense, I need an eruption against a semi-decent team.
But the thing is, they played at least 5 to 6 teams that are going to be in the playoffs this year. It's not like
but okay. So the playoff teams, fine. Did they erupt against the Packers? No. Did they erupt against the Bucks? No. They lost. The Cowboys blow. The Titans have quit. The Jags have quit. Like I'm just saying, not downplaying. I'm saying if you want me to put them in this pantheon, I need to see it down a stretch.
There are 2 games, Seattle and Minnesota. 2 games that they had the most points against. A potential playoff team.
What was the final score of that Minnesota game? When Bates
31-29.
Okay.
31-29, and Seattle was 42-29. Still no team scored over 29 points this season.
Well, I'd hope not. Jesus. Okay. Well, leave it to the people. 248-539-9797. David has no interest in participating. He won't even look at you. He's all high and mighty because his team won without scoring a touchdown.
Oh, let me break down.
Not at all.
You want to break down kicking?
What angle did
get you that Jake Bates jersey?
I just want to thank David for once again proving my point on Lamar Jackson. I stand with the city of Pittsburgh.
He can't beat the Steelers. The Ravens can't beat
David,
the Steelers.
if it's a big game, he can't win it. You can just say that. You know you can, right?
I'm not ready to say that yet.
Oh, okay, good. All right. 248-539-9797. Here's Rico.